Definitely a new age indeed. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Day 2. That's right, Day 2 of our post-E3 coverage. I am, of course, your host for Game Nation. Well, one of them, Brian Bonardi, and with me as always is...
I swear, if you forget to call me a host one more time, I will strangle you.
You'll strangle me anyway.
I will strangle you unconscious.
Well, you do that on a daily basis to begin with.
But anyway.
Who are you?
I'm Russ.
Of course you are.
People know who I am.
I thought you were Batman.
I was last week.
Oh, okay. Well, obviously we're in Day 2. Yesterday we covered the two biggest conferences, Microsoft and Sony. We rated the conferences. Microsoft, we rated at a 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I was a 2 out of 5 as well.
Now
we actually never gave a number to
Sony. So if you were to give Sony a rating, let's do that now. If you were to give Sony's conference a rating on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being invading Russia in the middle of winter, and 5 being the American Revolution, what would it be?
First of all, that's the dumbest scale I've ever heard in my life.
Okay.
But second, I would give it a 5. They hit it out of the park simply by just not screwing up. It wasn't like they really had to go above and beyond to destroy this event. Mm-hmm. But the reveals were really good. Everything was just very well put together.
Yeah,
and also not a single screw up to worth mentioning about that on the tech level.
I didn't see if there were any technical errors. They recovered pretty quick. I think there was only like one, and that was during the Assassin's Creed demo.
But
cut out early. But they pretty much recovered quick and saying, we're just going to go on with it. They saw enough. On with the show.
Basically, yeah. There was really no reason to even, mention that. And
if I were to grade it myself, I would probably give it a 5 as well.
Yeah, but basically, now we got to look at the games. There's so many games that came out, as everybody knows, that we're going to have to actually go through it like... We're going to do this in kind of a interesting way.
How so?
We're going to do it in clips of 10.
Okay.
I have a list in front of me of every single game that is that is going to be coming out that was announced at E3.
Yeah, and they're going to be coming out within at least the next year and a half.
Yeah, I mean, we're not, but we're going to we're not going to rate each one, sit here and go, oh, this was great, So we're just going to...
Just the big ones that are
the big ones, and then the other ones. What we're going to do is, if we have an interest level, yes, we're going to do it on a scale of 1 to 3, basically, for this.
Okay.
Not interested, very interested.
Okay. So. And if you guys want to join in on this, as always, our chat room is open. Just log into our chat room. It's completely open on our site. Call into the station itself. Area code 347-327-9451. It's a toll-free number. Please don't hesitate to call, and we love hearing from you guys. Give your opinions on some of the games that we're going to be talking about. And also, if you have a question for us, feel free to ask.
Anything that we might have you felt we might have missed last night or
today.
Or today, you can call. In fact, that was part of the fun last night was getting a couple of calls.
Yeah, we got 2 people to call, and that weren't Dave.
Speaking of which, I've noticed there's a 6'4", 250-pound hole in this room.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Dave couldn't make it today because Dave is a tire right now.
He's tired.
He's a tire.
And I think there's a problem. I want to put an APB out on him. His name's David D'Angelo. I just gave you his vital statistics right
he
there.
He lives at Street in New Jersey.
You got to stop doing that. Okay, so let's get to this list.
All right, so let's knock this list out.
This is going to be in alphabetical order from start to finish. I'm going to go clips of 10. First, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, Arma 3, Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate, Barbie Dreamhouse Party, Battlefield 4, Bayonetta 2, Below, Beyond Two Souls, Black Gold. Which ones of those stand out to you, Brian?
Okay, there's my pen. On a scale of 1 to 3, Assassin's Creed 4.
Well, just say interested, not interested, or very interested.
Assassin's Creed 4, I'm giving a 2. I'm interested.
Don't give a number. Just say not interested, or very.
Okay, I'm pretty interested in Assassin's Creed 4. I'm not very interested. While I am a fan of the series, it's not like, oh my god, I need this game now level of wanting. Arma 3,
Wait, hold on. Let me do that too.
Okay.
So I agree with you too. It's this the series is starting to stagnate a little bit. It's getting kind of old.
Yep.
It's getting a little old. So I go with it. Just interested on that one.
Armor 3, I'm not interested in the least.
Yeah, I didn't play either of the first two.
I could care less about Armor 1, 2, or 3. Batman Arkham Origins, I'm very interested.
Yes. Also, I am definitely very interested in that. And you know what? I'll get the 3DS title. The Origins Blackgate is the 3DS and Vita version that's coming out. I'll get that too.
So, would you say you're very interested on that?
I'll give that one a very interested as well.
I'll give that an interested because, right now I don't own a 3DS. I'm gonna get one in the future. Yeah. Because of Pokemon X and Y, which come out later in the year.
Yeah, they're on this list.
They're on that list as well.
Barbie Dreamhouse Party. I know you're interested in this one, Brian.
Are you kidding?
No, I've seen your collection.
Are you kidding?
Your collection is very, 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 very huge of Barbie dolls.
Are you sure you're talking about Barbie?
Yes.
Because I am not interested in this game whatsoever. I couldn't give two less of a damn about this game.
Yeah, I don't even really understand why they still make Barbie games. I don't even know if there's ever been a Barbie game that made money. There must have been at some point. But I've never even heard of Little Orbit, which is the company that's apparently making it, the developer.
Neither have I.
Battlefield 4, I'm just moderately interested in.
I'm interested.
Yeah, I'm interested.
I know my brother is a huge Battlefield fan. He is obviously very interested in this game. He's going to get it day one. I know that for a fact. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, meh.
Yeah. As for Bayonetta 2, I never played the first one.
I played the first one. The first one's pretty much fun. However, the best way I can describe Bayonetta, it's Devil May Cry with boobs.
Yeah, that's about right.
As sexist as that sounds, that is the best description I can give.
I wouldn't say that's sexist. It's pretty much accurate. But
the fact that it's a Wii U exclusive, though,
the Wii U
drops my...
Wii U exclusivity is definitely a hurt there. Below, this was the game that I wrote just a huge question mark next to on my notes because they didn't actually show us anything. So I'm interested.
So you're interested in the fact of trying to figure out what the hell it is?
Yeah, I'm interested to see what it is actually.
I agree with you. I'm the same. Beyond Two Souls, I've heard you go on and on about this game for the past 6 months. Before we even started airing, you've been talking about this game. You are obviously very interested in this game.
Yes, very interested.
As am I. I'm excited to this. I loved Heavy Rain. I enjoyed Indigo Prophecy until the end.
Yeah.
Those are the only two games I know about. The big ones, at least, that they did.
And Black Gold, I didn't even see anything for that.
Yeah.
I never. Okay,
I could care less.
So out of the first 10, the two that I'm most interested in: Batman Arkham Origins, Beyond Two Souls. Beyond Two Souls, PS3 exclusive, might I add. Mm-hmm. Which I'm happy that I own a PS3. So,
as am I. I'm happy I own a...
But that game, honestly, that is probably the one that... I know what I'm getting with Arkham Origins. Mm-hmm. I know that stuff.
They're not changing that much with Arkham Origins. It's pretty much the exact same game you play with Arkham City, just bigger with a few added enemies, a whole new storyline, new characters.
So basically a new game.
Pretty much a new game.
Yeah, but
the combat system is pretty much not being changed that much.
Yeah, Beyond Two Souls is definitely the one out of this first 10 that I'm going to be looking at, and I'm hoping that this turns out to be as good as it looks. Yeah, I was actually kind of the way it looked in its trailer and the gameplay footage. It's very, very psych thriller sort of. Mm-hmm. Almost comes off like you're playing through a Hannibal Lecter type storyline kind of thing from what it looks like. Where you would have to, it's all about, you're basically a secret agent. Very clever.
Well, remember, they said that the basic story of this game is you're playing as this girl and you're going through 15 years of her life, from, being a kid mm-hmm. to discovering her abilities mm-hmm. to whatever the end game is.
Well, but definitely with the whole looking like a whole secret possible FBI agent.
Well, I think they pretty much came out and said that at some point in the game you will be playing as her when she got recruited by the CIA.
CIA, sorry, not FBI. But yeah, and it definitely.
But not really.
But from what it looks like, the whole it does look like it has a very Silence of the Lambs look. That's the only thing I could say.
Yeah.
And but that's so those out of the first 10, that's definitely the main
those are the two. Everything else, like I'm interested. Like Battlefield 4, it's Battlefield freaking 4. Of course, people are interested in it. Bayonetta 2, who cares? Below, I just want to know what the hell it is.
Yeah, Below really was like a game that I was just like, what's going on here?
And Assassin's Creed 4.
Because they didn't say anything. It's an Xbox One exclusive, so I probably won't even play it ever. But,
But you just want to know what the hell the game is.
Exactly.
An Assassin's Creed 4... I'm going to get the game. I know that for a fact.
Well, you own all 6 games.
I pretty much own every single Assassin's Creed game that's been coming out on the home consoles, not the portables.
You don't own the portable ones?
I don't own the portable ones, but the console ones I own. I enjoyed some of them. Other ones I'm just like, okay. Assassin's Creed 3 is kind of like okay now. Like when I first got it, I thought the game was amazing. Then I played it again. I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to notice its faults. It's an okay game.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's too easy. That's one of the problems with Assassin's Creed is there's no challenge in them, and that fits right into your style of play. So. Yeah,
it does. It completely fits into my style of play. It's like counter, dead, wounded.
Yeah, but dead soon. Yeah. Okay, so the next 10. Unannounced AAA game from Black Tusk Studios. That was basically just a tech it was essentially a tech demo for Black Tusk Studios, which is a new developer with Xbox One. So that one we don't even have to talk about. Bravely Default Flying Fairy. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Call of Duty Ghosts. Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse HD. Castlevania Lord of Shadows. Command & Conquer, Company of Heroes 2, Crimson Dragon, and D4. The ones, right off the bat, the ones that stand out to me, Castle of Illusion. I probably weren't expecting that one out of me. And,
no, I wasn't actually.
Yeah, and that's actually pretty much it out of that.
For me, there were, 1 or 2 threes. One of them was Command & Conquer, because I used to love the Command & Conquer games, so I'm really excited what they want to do to the new ones, because the Command & Conquer series has been really, really stagnant since...
Well, pretty much ever since they split it into Red Alert and...
since the split, the series has been pretty stagnant. I mean, Command & Conquer 3 was an okay game.
Well, Red Alert was supposed to be campy and stupid. That was the whole thing. So.
But campy and stupid can be very, very fun, and I had a lot of fun playing the Red Alert games. The other one was D4.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, what was the name of that game? Frick.
Below?
The Below, yeah. It's kind of like Below. I'm very interested in that because I want to know what it is.
Okay, so let's do this. Unannounced AAA game, Black Tusk Studios. I'm gonna give that 0 because I don't know that doesn't even count. That's not even not interested. There can't be interest.
I gave that
there can't be interest. Bravely Default Flying Fairy.
Couldn't care less.
No interest. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Not interested.
Couldn't care less again.
Call of Duty Ghosts. Sort of interested just because it's Call of Duty.
Yeah,
just to see. Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse HD. Very interested. I played that game on the Sega Genesis when I was younger, and it was very fun. It was actually
Well, that's your wild card.
That's a wild card right there. How about you? You're not interested?
Not interested at all, because, I mean, it's Mickey Mouse, but I couldn't care less.
Yeah. Okay, so no interest for Brian there.
No interest for me. Castlevania, I'm kind of interested in.
No interest for me. Castlevania's been losing it ever since the last good one was Lament of Innocence. So I'm done with Castlevania.
All right. So the next ones I got these. 1, 2, 3.
No, we didn't finish here. We have Command & Conquer still. Command & Conquer. I'm not that interested. Company of Heroes 2, not interested. Crimson Dragon, Xbox One exclusive, not interested. Didn't really like Panzer Dragoon that much. D4, only interested because I want to see what it's about.
Yeah.
Same thing with you? With those ones?
Yeah, pretty much D4 I'm only interested to see what the heck it's about. We'll see what kind of game it is. I have a feeling it might be, a survival horror style game.
Yeah, it might be like that. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll find out more when they decide to reveal everything. All right, so the next 10 in our bracket, we're now in the D's because this is in alphabetical order.
I like these.
Okay, we'll keep with that. Dark Souls 2, DayZ Standalone, Deadfall Adventures, Dead Nation, Dead Rising 3.
It's a lot of death.
This is a lot of death.
There's a lot of dead. Deadpool, which comes out next week. So I'm going to be getting that for our review for that week. Destiny, Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut, Deus Ex The Fall, Diablo 3 for the consoles. Okay, and that's 10 right
there. And that's 10 right there.
Okay, for me.
So let's start with you. Where are your very interested? I can pretty much guess one already.
Well, let's just do it in order. Let's just do
All
it
right,
in
order.
So Dark Souls 2, interested.
Same.
I kind of have to go back and play Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1 now, though. I never really got into Dark Souls, so that's going to be kind of an interesting. That might be my project game series.
You have a lot of project game series, right?
Well, I'm very busy, Brian.
I know.
2 days in a row I worked 2 jobs and then came here to sit with you in your basement.
That reminds me, did you eat today?
Today I had a tuna fish sandwich.
Okay, so you had something.
Yeah, it had onions.
Better than what you had yesterday.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate all day. It was a great, glorious sugar rush for my whole day.
Okay, the DayZ standalone.
I'm not
interested because, I never played DayZ.
No interest.
No interest at all.
Deadfall Adventures, no interest.
No interest. Dead Nation, I'm kind of...
yeah.
I want to know what it is. Dead Rising 2, I'm interested in, but at the same time, like we said yesterday...
It's an Xbox One exclusive.
It's an Xbox One exclusive, and also they completely changed the style of the game. It's no longer colorful and campy and over the top. Now it's just dark and gritty and over the top.
It's just straight kill zombies now. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but when you're coming from the vein of Dead Rising and you're, it's funny and silly and stupid and all that. And I mean, you think about the last one was in a mall, just being in a mall, finding silly objects to hit zombies with, and now you go from that to you're just in a
the Servbot head.
Yeah.
The Servbot head.
And now you're
putting Servbot heads on zombies.
Or one of my favorite things to do was get boxing gloves and tape kitchen knives onto them and make like Wolverine claws. That was fun. But they've lost their vision, I think. So I'm just interested. I'm not very interested.
Yeah.
Deadpool, we're both very interested.
Deadpool, I'm very interested in because I want to see if they can pull Deadpool off right in a video game. And they're off to a good start already with casting Nolan North as the voice of Deadpool.
Yes, I do like that.
Who is just one of the best video game voice actors out there today. I'm not going to say of all time because my favorite all-time voice actor is Tony Jay. May you rest in peace.
I like Kevin Conroy personally.
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy.
He's good too.
Destiny. We'll skip that for now because we're going to come back to that in just a minute and talk about in-depth Destiny.
Yeah.
Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut. Not interested because how much more can they really add?
I think the Director's Cut is just like combining the missing link directly into the main game so that you don't need to download the DLC. It's kind of like a Legendary Edition of Skyrim where they just bundle the DLC together into the game.
I do like that, but I just Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Deus Ex The Fall, I'm interested in.
That's an iOS game, though.
It is an iOS game, and while I don't own an iOS device, I'm interested in it because I want to see if they can pull it off right.
I don't think so. And Diablo 3, this is the PS4, PS3, 360. We've seen this. Blizzard has tried for years to get a console port of their PC games. It never works. No interest whatsoever. Now let's take a break here and talk about Destiny for a second.
Holy crap, we got a lot to talk about Destiny.
Yeah. Now Destiny, like we mentioned yesterday, it honestly looks like it could be the future of shooters. The whole massively multiplayer online
because how many people get a first-person shooter nowadays outside of like a few here and there, like BioShock Infinite or the BioShock series in general, or Like various other ones.
Or other games, like BioShock, apparently.
Well, I'm trying to, like, the ones that aren't Battlefield or Call of Duty or stuff like that.
Well, yeah, basically one of the main issues that has been plaguing first-person shooters for almost 2 whole generations of consoles at this point is that nobody wants to play anything except the campaign has become irrelevant. People buy the game and they just go straight online. They start playing the online mode, the multiplayer, whatever it may be.
That's pretty much all they get the games for. They get the Call of Duty, they get the Battlefield, they get while it was still relevant, the Medal of Honor.
Yeah, Medal of Honor is done. But basically, I can't tell you how many people I run into that play Call of Duty and I go, how was the storyline? They go, I don't know, I didn't play it. And it really...
I encountered that as well.
It's one of those things like, why wouldn't you play a huge portion of something you paid for? You know, like...
I mean, you're paying $60. You might as well play the single player. But no, you're just paying $60 for the multiplayer. And the companies are starting to realize this. And, like, Activision and Bungie are kind of like one of the first ones to really jump into the fray and just say, you know what? We're gonna combo the single player style, like storyline stuff and the multiplayer aspect of first person shooters. We're just gonna make an MMO first person shooter.
I really think that this could be the new route that it goes, and I hope it is actually, because having storyline and friends together is awesome.
That is very fun.
It changes the experience when you can actually do the storyline of your game alongside your friends. It really does change the experience.
Oh, it definitely does. I was hesitant to be excited for this game. A lot of people I knew were excited for it because most of them were I'll admit most of them were Halo fans, and they loved the Halo series and it's Bungie and Activision. It's Bungie guys, the guys that made Halo. Of course it's going to be a good game.
I have a feeling
Not
Halo
necessarily.
fans.
There are, these guys who make these golden gems, Gearbox, for example, have made some pretty crappy games.
Yeah, Gearbox, of course, is known for their debacle with the...
Duke Nukem Forever.
And also, don't forget the most recent one.
Aliens Colonial Marines.
Now, here's the thing.
We actually have a story on Gearbox, but I'm not going to talk about that now.
Yeah,
we'll save that for our regular episode Friday.
Yeah, but basically, I'm really hoping that Destiny turns out to be as awesome as it turns out to be just that, the destiny of the people who love, because Bungie really, I feel like Halo fans and Bungie fans are going to be very torn, because even though Halo isn't made by Bungie anymore,
no,
they're still very loyal to that series, and now they're kind of have to decide between which game. I mean, granted,
they're two totally different animals.
I mean, if you get an Xbox One, you can play both because Destiny's on both.
Yes.
But it's going to be really hard to be always online with two shooters.
It is. If I were to say,
I have a feeling that.
But like I said before the gameplay demo, I was hesitant to be excited for Destiny. Then I saw the gameplay and I was like, okay, this game looks really cool. You have my interest.
Peaked.
My interest has been piqued. The graphics in the game, the art style, the part in the scenery porn looks amazing, and the gameplay really looks solid. I'm really excited for this game. I want to see it released this year.
It should be. I don't know if it will be, but it should be.
I have a feeling that Bungie and Activision want to try and make this game a launch title on every single new console.
That would be good for them.
That would be good for them because it gets them right out of the gate. It sees them making a crap ton of money with every single system. They're not being left out of anything. And it brings them off to a great fiscal year next for the holiday.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of the point.
Right.
Let's move on though. Destiny.
If you guys have other thoughts on Destiny, bring your opinions in or stuff like that we haven't covered or we just completely glossed over, you can our chat room is open. Log into the chat room and give your comments in the chat room. Or
you don't even have to give us a name. You can just log in as a guest.
Yeah, you can log in as a guest and just start typing away. We'll read it. We'll read it on the air. Give your voice your opinion. And also call into the station. It's a toll-free number, 347-327-9451. So just call in, feel free to give us your opinion. Hell, even our phones are on the table. Text message us. We'll answer the text message and give your opinion on the air.
I'm not giving my number out, Brian.
Well, this is mainly to the ones that have our phone number. I'm not giving my phone number out on the air, but if you feel like you're like, no, I don't want to call into the station, here's my text message opinion, Eric. All right, I'll give you your opinion.
Well, let's get to
the next
10. Okay. Disney Infinity, Doki Doki Universe, Donkey Kong Country Tropical, Freeze, Dragon Age 3 Inquisition, Dragon's Crown, Drive Club, DuckTales Remastered, Dying Light, Dynasty Warriors 8.
In this bracket, I had a lot of ones.
Yeah.
I had all.
Stop saying ones. It's not ones, twos, and threes.
I am not interested.
I'm not interested in Disney Infinity at all. Not interested in Doki Doki Universe. I don't even know what the hell a Doki Doki is. Donkey Kong Country Tropical, no.
No.
Freeze, there wasn't really much anything. They didn't even say what system it was going to be on. They just said it was a Sony exclusive. They didn't even say whether or not it was going to be on not Sony exclusive. It was a Nintendo exclusive.
It's either 3DS or Wii U or Wii.
They don't know what it's going to be on yet, so I'm not interested because they don't even have anything ready. Dragon Age 3, I didn't play the first two Dragon Ages, but it did look awesome, though. I will admit that.
Well, it's running on the Frostbite engine.
Yeah, Frostbite.
Every EA game, I feel like now is going to be running on the Frostbite engine.
I'm interested.
Except the sports.
I'm interested, but not very. Not extremely interested.
I'm very interested because I did play the first two Dragon Ages. I loved the first one. Didn't really like 2, much to a lot of my friends' chagrins. So Dragon Age 3, I'm really excited for. I hope they end the series off on a high note, unlike how they did with Mass Effect 3, even though I did not mind the ending of Mass Effect 3.
I still have to play through the Mass Effect. I know I have...
I gave you the trilogy for your birthday last year.
No,
or was it
that was for Christmas.
Christmas, close enough.
My birthday
it
hasn't even happened yet.
Well, I'm talking about last year.
Okay, Dragon's Crown...
Not interested.
I didn't see anything for it, but any company called Vanillaware, I'm a bit skeptical of. Drive Club, don't care.
DuckTales.
DuckTales,
Don't care.
Don't care. Dying Light, didn't really see much for it, so no. Dynasty Warriors 8, please just stop. Just stop with the Dynasty.
Go on to something new. Even I'm not interested.
Do they have like rehab for people who don't know how to stop making the same game over and over again?
I don't know. I'll have to look into that.
But yeah, this was a big chunk of nothingness that I'm not interested in. Next list: Elder Scrolls Online, Fantasia, Farming Simulator 2013, Fez 2, FIFA 14, Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy X2 HD Remastered, Final Fantasy 14, The Realm Reborn, Flower for the Vita, and Forza Motorsports 5. Go ahead, Brian, you can start this one.
All right. Fantasia.
Elder Scrolls is first.
Elder Scrolls Online. I am very excited for Elder Scrolls Online.
I'm excited too, not necessarily to play it. I'm excited to see whether or not what it's going to be and if it has any shot at being the next MMO. I've been wrong many times as to which one I think is going to dethrone WoW, and I would be shocked if this is the one.
While everyone, I understand the concept of everyone claiming that the next MMO will try to dethrone WoW. You know what everyone needs to stop doing? Trying to dethrone WoW.
Yeah.
Just make an MMO and make it your own thing. Don't try to be WoW. Elder Scrolls Online is doing that. They're not going to make it WoW. You know what they're going to make it? It's the Elder Scrolls series of games, the games you know and love. It's Oblivion, it's Morrowind, it's Skyrim, it's the Elder Scrolls.
Daggerfall, Brian, that's the one you were looking for.
Daggerfall, thank you. It's the Elder Scrolls game that I'm talking about the Bethesda-based Fallout games, which started out with...
The Bethesda-based Elder Scrolls games.
Elder Scrolls, sorry. Yeah. Excuse me.
Morrowind was the first one.
Morrowind was the first one, and then they went to Oblivion, and then Skyrim. It's those games in an MMO environment, which sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So it gives you that free reign to do whatever side quests you want in whatever order you want, and just having fun doing those quests with your friends, and maybe conducting some shenanigans along the way.
Well, Elder Scrolls has the shenanigans.
Yes.
There's evil shenanigans.
Yes, there's evil shenanigans. You can join the Dark Brotherhood, which I know one of my characters will do. I know one of my characters will join the Dark Brotherhood.
Now, I'm interested. So you said you're very interested.
Very interested.
Fantasia. I didn't see anything about that. Maybe you can fill me in.
I didn't see anything about that.
It's from Harmonic.
Oh! It's the it's like Disney's Disney Rock Band, pretty much.
Okay, I never liked Rock Band, but
I could care less.
So no interest there.
I could
Farming
care less.
Simulator 2013. If I wanted to be a farmer, we live in the Garden State. I could be a farmer.
Yeah. We need to find some land.
Fez 2. Don't even know what that is.
FIFA 14.
FIFA 14. I am very interested.
Now I know you're excited because you're a soccer.
I am a soccer
/ football fan.
Football.
I am not.
Football.
I am not. So
and
I am not that interested.
FIFA has been consistently the best sport franchise that EA puts out. It kind of gets buried by Madden.
Well, in the U.S. it gets buried by Madden.
Buried by Madden, but for FIFA, because FIFA actually has competition, unlike Madden, they need to continually make it better and add new features. Whereas Madden, they don't need to worry about it.
Right, because in regards to FIFA,
you have Pro Evolution Soccer, which they have one later on. So
yeah,
but I am interested.
That's like the Pro Evolution Soccer is, I think, their biggest competition.
It's the number one. PES is definitely their number one competition. I mean, they have another one I forget off the top of my head, but basically because of the fact FIFA has competition as opposed to most of their other EA series, they don't really, they have to always outdo themselves. You're not interested, I'm assuming.
No, I'm not a big soccer guy. I've tried getting into it on multiple occasions. It's just not my thing. It's just
understandable. It's not for everybody. Let's just do all three Final Fantasies at the same time. Final Fantasy 15.
Very excited.
10 and 10-2 HD remaster.
Interested / couldn't care less.
That's weird.
I'm kind of on the fence on that one because while Final Fantasy X
was good,
it was a good game when I first started playing it. Then I replayed it and replayed it and replayed it and started noticing all the flaws in the story and the characters, except for Auron, who was total badass.
Yeah, I liked Kimahri too.
Kimahri was
okay,
was
cool.
And then 10-2 was just 40 hours of blatant fan service.
Yeah, and the fact that they had 3 separate endings annoyed the crap out of me because I didn't know which one was the real ending. Final Fantasy 14, The Realm Reborn, interested?
Couldn't care less.
Me, it goes as follows. 15, very interested because of the fact it's been so long.
Mm-hmm.
10-2, interested only because it's been a while since I played Blitzball. I kind of wish that they had a Blitzball sub-game that came with this.
A lot of people I know hated the Blitzball.
Well, they just didn't know how to play Blitzball. Blitzball can be very fun. I always thought that they should actually have a separate a separate game where it was like an online Blitzball game where you could play each other. I always thought that would be
pretty fun. I'd give it a try.
I thought Blitzball was the best sub game they ever put in a Final Fantasy game. And then Realm Reborn. No, this is good.
When Final Fantasy 14 when it first came out was a complete and utter tragic disaster.
Yeah, so I'm not even going to bother with that. Flower for the Vita. I don't have a Vita. I'm not interested. Forza Motorsports, another racing game, just not interested.
Drivatar.
Drivatars.
The Drivatar. Are you interested in the Drivatar?
You want to take the next 10, Brian?
I will take the next 10. So the next 10 we have are Game & Wario, Goodbye Deponia, Gran Turismo 6, Halo 5, or Halo if you want to call it that, Hometown Story, Infamous Second Son, Just Dance 2014, Killer Instinct, and Killer is Dead. And Killzone Shadowfall.
A lot of killing going on.
That is a lot of killing. We are in the killing section now, people. We had death, and now we're in killing.
Game & Wario, Wii U exclusive, obviously. Don't care. Honestly, nothing about the Wii U has jumped out at me yet. Goodbye Deponia, PC game. Didn't hear anything about it. Okay, I'm interested just to find out what the hell a Deponia is. Are you interested, Brian?
Nope.
Gran Turismo 6, their Drivatar crap annoyed me. Halo 5. Halo 4 was really good.
Yes.
So it's kind of like,
I'm interested in Halo 5. I'm not like super like jump out of my seat excited for it, but I am interested in Halo 5.
Hometown story.
Like,
just
continuing on Halo 5 real quick. When and if Halo 5 comes out, more than likely that would be the only game I get an Xbox One for. That's it. That is the only reason.
I just want to point out something that was said in the chat room. Someone agreed with me on Blitzball being awesome, but also pointed out something that I didn't even think of. I forgot that X2 had you played as the manager. You didn't actually play Blitzball, which was very stupid.
That's right.
I
forgot about that.
You basically were you were essentially just running the team, and it might have been a little bit better had you been able to actually watch the game instead of just X's and O's from above the thing. So that's something that I forgot. So if it was just HD X,
yeah,
Final Fantasy 10 maybe a little. I don't know, but I still think Blitzball should have been its own game. Where did we leave off here? Hometown Story. No, I didn't give my Halo 5. Interested.
Okay.
Hometown Story. Not interested.
Not interested. Infamous Second Son.
I'm interested. First one was really good. Second one was a bit of a letdown, but now we don't have Cole anymore.
No, we have a new protagonist
with a new power. It's kind of interesting.
I want to say he's fire-based, but it looks more like...
He's like solar-based, it seems like.
Yeah, it's like... I don't know how to describe it. It's like solar or lava.
He looked very solar to me, so I'm interested. That's probably gonna be one of the main launch titles for the PS4.
If it is, I will definitely be... Excuse me. I will definitely be getting that with my PS4.
Just Dance 2014.
I couldn't give any less.
Any dance-based game that isn't DDR in a DDR in a arcade could go to hell.
I agree.
Killer Instinct. We talked about this yesterday. Honestly, Double Helix already need to stop production of this game. They need to stop already. The microtransactions for extra characters is just way too stupid. No one's gonna deal with this crap. Like the 10 people that buy this game, it's not going to be enough. So I'm not interested in playing.
There's no interest in this game. What so freaking?
I'm not going to pay for individual characters. I'm sorry.
No, even if I wanted to pay for individual characters, I'm not a fighting game guy. I never have been, never will be.
Well, it's because you suck at them.
Exactly.
Killer is Dead. I didn't see much from that.
Neither have I.
Killzone Shadowfall, though, however, very interested.
Really?
Yes, it looks very good, and I actually I do like Killzone. I like the concept of Killzone. It's been a bit of an underachiever thus far, and it's been good but not great.
Okay.
It's been like what we would give if we were grading the game. It would be all the Killzone games were like a 3. They were average.
Okay.
But Shadowfall kind of looks like it might be able to jump to the next level.
I'm like not interested in Killzone at all, mainly because I've never really played any of the Killzone games, and since I've never played any of them, I don't see a reason to start now. Maybe I'll pick up this game, play it, and it'll surprise the hell out of me.
And I'm just going to jump one into the next. Killzone Mercenaries.
It's a spin-off.
It's a spin-off for the Vita.
Again.
So, like if it's really good, it might be a good thing to sell for the Vita. But yeah. Okay, so I'll do the next list, and then we're gonna take another break and talk about an individual game in this one. Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 Remix, Knack, Lego Marvel Superheroes, Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13, Loco Cycle, a blank game for the Xbox One, a green spot for the Xbox One, Lords of the Fallen, Lost Planet 3, and Luftwasser.
I'll start off with. You know what? I'm gonna hold off on the Kingdom Hearts games.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to the.
We're gonna come back to those because that Knack, I am interested.
Yeah, it looks kind of interesting. The whole like giant rock guy, ice dude thing.
Yeah, it's like he's like an elemental creature. Like whatever is around him, he takes into him and just increases his size and mass to beat down his opponent.
Yeah, usually when somebody takes whatever's around them into themselves, there's another term for that, but we'll
absorbed.
We'll just we'll let that go.
Absorbed.
But I'm interested.
I'm interested.
Interest-peaked.
Lego Marvel superheroes.
I love I love the Lego games.
I'm actually interested.
Very interested. Very interested. Liked Lego Star Wars a lot. Lego DC, awesome. Lego Marvel, can't see it being anything.
I can't see it being any less. Like, I've never played the Lego games, but I've read reviews on them. I've seen gameplay of them. They're not, like, the most deep in terms of, like, storyline, but they're fun games to just sit down, turn off your brain, and play and have fun.
Which is very easy for Brian to turn off his brain. But it is also great that there is...
Depends on the game.
It also... you just turn off your brain all the time. But it's also very awesome for... because of the offline multiplayer.
Yes.
It's one of the rare things you can do anymore.
You would think
nowadays.
that it's a dying breed now, but no, some companies are still embracing it. I love it.
And, and the Lego games they're just pure fun. There's no struggle, so they're not hard. They're very simplistic. And that's what makes them fun. I'm very interested. Definitely very interested. Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 3.
Couldn't care less.
Square Enix is they're pushing Final Fantasy this generation a lot.
Well,
they're trying to.
The 13th trilogy is about to come to the close, and I can't wait for that to happen.
I honestly.
And here's why.
No, wait, hold on. I honestly feel like they're trying to hit like a 4-hit combo. Like right now to try and like win people back, because that's the only. It's like they have to.
They have an uphill battle to fight, because 13 and 13-2 sucked.
Yeah, 13-2 was pretty terrible.
13 was just as bad. I'm sorry. We're playing. I'm 20 hours into the game. The world opens up. Wait, but I just spent 20 hours in a hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was literally going in a line. I had no choice. No options, nothing. It was just a straight hallway, and the story sucked. It sucked so bad.
Well, yeah, I'm not interested. Loco Cycle,
don't care.
Xbox 360, don't care. Blank Spot, very excited for that one.
I don't care.
I want to know what's going to be in that spot. Lord of the Fallen, not interested. Lost Planet 3, it's one of these series, Lost Planet. I just keep falling for it. I really do. It should be so much better than what it is.
Yeah.
The concept is so cool, and it just for some reason just doesn't work. I liked the first game. The second game was not good. So I'm interested, but not very.
Same. I'm kind of on the fence on that one.
And Luftwaffers. I
have no idea what it is. So
it's very, very German.
I have no interest.
Okay, now back to the Kingdom Hearts game.
Back to Kingdom Hearts. Now, obviously, everyone knows that Kingdom Hearts, the first Kingdom Hearts, is about to have an HD remix released onto the PS3. And yesterday we were hoping for someone to call into the station to give like a little fangirl, fan guy squee. It didn't happen. So we're going to try that again today. If you are excited for Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD remix or Kingdom Hearts 3, or you just want to talk about any of the games we talked about already, call into the station at 347-327-9451. If you want to give your fangirl or fan guy squee, feel free to do so. If you do it in the chat, we'll accept it, but we want someone to actually call into the show and give us a squee. Because
what the hell is a squee?
I'm not going to demonstrate.
No, but like, why can't you just say the word squeal?
Because
what's wrong with you?
Many things. Where would you like me to begin?
Mm.
But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 remix and Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, Kingdom Hearts 3, this was the game that during the Sony conference that came completely left field, outside of Final Fantasy 15. Like Square Enix literally literally came out with a what's a good weapon to come out with?
It was a metal bat with a wooden stake driven through it.
Yes.
Which is very difficult to do.
That is very difficult to do. It was literally a metal bat with a wooden stake driven through it, or vice versa, if you want to be.
No, that's too easy.
Okay.
Because this is very, very hard for them to do to like reinvigorate everybody so well. Like it really people had just basically given up on Kingdom Hearts. There was the contingent of hardcores who were still like, this is they're not going to do this to us, man. They're definitely going to bring 3 out, and then they just kept pumping out. Brian,
I could have sworn I had this Skype thing turned off. I can't come into League right now, my friend. I am broadcasting a show.
Anyway.
Which you should be listening to.
But anyway, so where was I?
You were talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah, people were, and they just kept pumping out these like what's the term I'm looking for here? They were like little like cock teases. That's the only thing I could come up with. They really were. Basically, we have Kingdom Hearts 358 and 2/5 or whatever the hell.
358 over 2 days.
Yeah. We have Kingdom Hearts. Smell my butt, because it was really like just a bunch of like just dumb titles that they just couldn't. And now people are really, really happy with them, which is good because Square Enix was starting to look like the next company that was going to fall to the wayside.
Yeah, they really were. I was so shocked. Oh my god! Like every single game they put out since, what was the last good Final Fantasy they put out?
Probably 10. I mean, 10, like a lot.
10 is very debatable.
10 is debatable, but it's the last debatable good thing. Let's just put it that way. And please stop chewing on things.
I am not chewing on anything. What are you talking about?
You're chewing on that piece of plastic. Stop chewing on it. It bothers me. Hey, I care about your teeth, Brian. I don't know why I care about your teeth, but okay, if we're talking Final Fantasy right now, the last Final Fantasy game that was universally acclaimed as a really good game was 9.
I'll be debatable on 9 personally because I never really played 9. Was 8.
8 was good, even though the gunblade made absolutely no sense. But yeah, basically, you know, Final Fantasy has really fallen on hard times.
It has. It really has. Like the fact that they what was it? I had a brain fart.
Are we having some sort of technical difficulty right
now? No. I'm having a mental brain fart right now.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So, in terms of like Final Fantasy games, Final Fantasy 8 was the last good one. From there, it completely went downhill. Like, if people want to say 10 was the last good one, 10 was the last good one. And then 11 was an okay MMO.
Basically, yeah. I don't know. I just don't want to talk about Final Fantasy anymore.
Well, let's go on into Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, those are some really cool shoes, might I add.
Yeah, I'm on my Facebook right now, just talking to people.
Which you shouldn't be doing, but there are some really cool Dragon Ball Z shoes going on. Stop, shut up. There's really cool Dragon Ball Z shoes. Yes,
I am a huge DBZ fan, but that's beside the point.
Brian loves DBZ. But okay, so here next on the list. Magic the Gathering, Duels of the Planeswalkers 2014, Madden 25, Mad Max, Mage Runner Dark Pulse, Mario and Luigi Dream Team, Mario and Sonic at the Sochi 2014 Olympic. I don't know.
Oh, it's at the Winter Olympics.
The Winter Olympics. Mario Golf World Tour, Mario Kart 8, Mario Party 3DS, Memoria. All
right, Magic the Gathering.
I'd rather just play the actual card game.
I mean, oh my God, Magic the Gathering. We both played the card game, and I have no interest in this game whatsoever.
Just like your interest in the show, it's slowly weaned.
Hey, my show I have ADD. I have severe ADD moments sometimes.
I'm trying to hold this show up, Brian. I'm running on 2 hours of sleep.
I'm sorry.
Like no meals.
Let's continue.
And I'm really trying hard here, and you're giving me nothing in return.
I am giving you everything in return. I am giving you my attention.
I have no energy left.
Time.
I'm sure our 3 fans can 4 fans can tell that right now I'm exhausted. I'm not giving you as much crap as I should be for all the stupid stuff you're doing.
Okay.
I'm really trying here for you.
You know what? Okay.
Anyway,
everything's closed.
Madden 25. Only thing I'm interested in about this is that they're now just numbering it.
Yeah, they pretty much stopped doing
the yearly
like Madden 12, Madden 13.
I think they realized that it
has it really been 25 games of Madden?
Yeah, it has been. The first one came out when I was right around
when you were
born.
born. When I was a year old.
Yeah, that was when the first one came out.
Sheesh, this game series is old.
It was. It's
also one that I can't say it's the most popular American football franchise game out there because it's the only one.
Yeah. And honestly, I feel like every one of them has taken a step back. I really feel like the next one's going to just be the Tecmo Bowl over again.
Yeah. And then the big one that showed during the Sony conference that I'm very excited for was Mad Max.
Yeah, Mad Max. I mentioned it yesterday. I was very, very, very shocked that they actually are making a Mad Max game, first of all, and then that I was actually able to predict that it was going to be a Mad Max game. I looked at it and went, wow, this is very Mad Max. It was Mad Max. What are the odds? And I hope that Mel Gibson is somehow involved with this.
If not like being in the game, at least like maybe, I don't know.
I would like to.
Like if not himself, maybe just his character's like cameo or something.
Yeah, that would be good. I think that he needs to be involved because Mad Max is Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson is Mad
pretty
Max.
much the Mad Max series. Like we're going off on a movie tangent here, but we have the time to do that.
Yeah.
The Mad Max series, in my opinion, is what really jump-started Mel Gibson's movie career.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I really think that Lethal Weapon was that, but
Lethal Weapon was what jump-started his movie career in the U.S.
Yeah.
But what really got his name to be noticed by the producers here were the Mad Max movies.
Okay, yeah, I can give you that one. I'll give you that one.
It's kind of like the same thing with like I can't say Star Wars with Harrison Ford because Harrison Ford had a slight career before then.
I don't think it matters. Let's just not.
Let's continue. After Mad Max, you have
Mag Runner Dark Pulse.
I don't care.
3 a.m. games. Never heard of them. Not interested.
Don't care.
Now this is where we get to a nice chunk of Nintendo. Mario and Luigi, the Dream Team, 3DS exclusive in the series, along with Superstar Saga, Partners in Time, Bowser Inside Story.
It's in that continuity?
It's in that continuity. Loving it. Love that story. Interested. Sign me up.
I'm
I want it day one.
Because the Mario games have never let people down.
And those are the spiritual successors to Mario RPG. Sign me up. Sign me up now. Get me my copy. I don't even want to wait.
Shut up and take your money.
Shut up and take my money.
And then you have Mario and Sonic at the 2014 Winter Olympics. I'm not going to say the whole title because I can't.
I don't even know what is Sochi. I don't even know what that is. Is that like a made up city?
No, I think it's a city in Japan. Are the Winter Olympics being held in Japan this year?
I have no idea I don't follow the Winter Olympics. And they're getting rid of wrestling in the Summer Olympics, which your love of wrestling. My love for grappling is just not really. I'm not happy with the Olympic Committee right now.
Don't get onto that tangent right now.
Mario Golf World Tour. Actually appropriate that today was the U.S. Open.
Yeah, today the U.S. Open started. So
no, it didn't. It ended.
Wow, I really suck at following golf.
I actually never followed golf until like today. I was really into it.
My
for some
parents
reason.
follow golf.
I was like all about Phil Mickelson today. I don't know what. I was checking it at work. I was like, man, Lefty's doing good. And then he lost.
Were you that bored at work?
No, I wasn't bored. I just was interested in the U.S. Open.
Okay, and now you have Mario Kart 8.
We didn't even say if we were interested or not. I'm not interested.
No, I could care less about
Mario Kart 8 though.
That seems pretty interesting.
It's Mario Kart. Of course I'm very interested.
Everyone hates the blue shells.
Exactly. I'm very interested. Very, very interested.
Memoria?
Oh, you skipped Mario Party 3DS.
Mario Party 3DS.
Not interested. Don't want to play a Mario Party game on my handheld.
Metal Gear Solid. Okay, now we're getting to the next 10.
Memoria. Brian, stop skipping things.
Memoria, I'm not interested because I don't know anything.
Not interested either. Don't know anything. Okay. Next list. I got it.
You got it? All right.
Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Hard to turn page, The Phantom Pain. Metal Gear Solid, the Ground Zeroes. Minecraft, Xbox One edition. Mirror's Edge 2. We're hitting a chunk of fun here. Monster High 13 with Shadow Secrets, and then it was killed. The fun. Muramasa Rebirth, Murdered, Sole Suspect, NBA Live 14, Need for Speed Rivals, NHL 14.
Okay. So we pretty much covered a good chunk of Metal Gear Solid yesterday, but you know what? We're gonna hold off on these because it's pretty much. Well, everyone can make a safe assumption on our prediction on our interest on that one.
Minecraft Xbox One edition.
I don't care. I have it on my PC.
Yeah, I've been playing Minecraft for 3 years.
Now, Mirror's Edge is probably where there will be a huge difference in our interest.
Extremely. I've been waiting for this game. A lot of people didn't like it. I actually had a friend who told me, and I didn't understand why she said this. She said it was a free-running game where you couldn't see your feet. But you can see your feet, so I don't know what the hell she was talking about. It was first person, but every time you would jump or one of your slide kicks, you could see your feet. Or look down, you could see your feet. So I don't know what she was talking about.
Like, obviously, Mirror's Edge 2, you're very interested. You just said. I am interested in it mainly because, like, while I did enjoy the first Mirror's Edge, I didn't love it.
I thought it had untapped potential. That's the way I looked at it.
Well, hopefully Mirror's Edge 2 taps into that potential, and we get one of the best games of that year it comes out.
Yes. That if there's a game on this list that I'm buying my PS4 for, it's Mirror's Edge 2. Because most of the games that I liked are coming out on the PS3, so I can just buy it there. I have to buy this on PS4 or Xbox One. So, Monster High, 13 Wishes, Shadow Secrets, wasn't interested.
I'm not interested at all in this.
Miramosa, Rebirth, not interested. Murdered Soul Suspect.
I am very interested.
Very interested myself.
After our episode ended yesterday and Dave pretty much explained the entire game in his top 5, I went back and looked at it. My interest went up a whole bunch. It completely went up on Murdered Soul Suspect. I can't speak right now. I am very excited for this game. I want to see more of this.
NBA Live 14.
I don't care.
EA, don't care. I'm not a sport game guy except for FIFA, so. Need for Speed Rivals, not interested.
I'm actually interested in this game mainly because one of my favorite Needs was Hot Pursuit, and this kind of feels the same as like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit on the original PS1. So
I don't really like Need for Speed.
And then the next 10.
No, you stop that.
We have NHL 14.
My brother is very interested in that.
I'm not.
My
not
brother
a
is.
guy.
I'm not interested. Okay, now you can go.
Okay.
I swear this guy, he's gonna be the death of me, ladies and gentlemen. He's impatient. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. I really try. I really do.
So right now, for the next 10, we are in the P's now. We have Pro Evolution Soccer 2014. Phineas and Ferb, Quest for Cool Stuff.
That's a great name. That's such a great. It's too bad for such a crappy idea of a game, but that's a great name.
Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. Oh, okay, I'm on number 3. Pikmin 3. Plants vs. Zombies 2, It's About Time. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Pokemon X and Y. Project Cars. Project Spark, Project X Zone.
A lot of projects. Everybody's got projects.
Everyone's got projects. I guess that means they're unnamed titles.
Yeah, So, normally when you're in the project, it's a bad thing, but.
So Phineas and Ferb.
You mean Pro Evolution Soccer?
Oh, Pro Evolution Soccer. I'm sorry. Pro Evolution Soccer. How do you feel?
I give up. I really do. Okay.
Okay. Pro Evolution Soccer.
Pro Evolution Soccer, same thing as FIFA. They compete with each other. They're both really good games. I personally prefer FIFA. But I'm still interested in Pro Evolution.
So they're both probably going to be pickups for you.
With that, you kind of have to decide one or the other. Because with control differences, you can't really go with both. You kind of either get used to one or the other.
Okay.
No, just like FIFA.
Just like FIFA, I don't care. Okay.
Phineas and Ferb, I only like the name. I don't care about the show at all or anything. I'm the same. I don't watch the show. I never really watched the show. I really could not care less about this game. Yeah, no.
A lot of these titles right now are just like
we're just going through them because it's part of what we're gonna do.
It's part of what we're doing. We've got plenty of time to cover all these. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
You don't even need to ask. I just woke up when I heard that. Honestly, no joke. Very interested doesn't even start to if there's another level beyond it, extremely or what's even for
retarded level interested. I
don't care. Here's my money. Bye.
No, it's not I will pay 3 times for this game. That's how much I love Phoenix Wright.
Because you're a huge fan of Phoenix Wright.
I've been playing the Phoenix Wright series all along. Since the first one. I got into it before it really took off and there was people cosplaying as these characters before anybody even really knew what it was.
So you were into Phoenix Wright before it got cool?
Yeah, I was into it before it got cool.
You were a Phoenix Wright.
But unlike most things, this is not something I'll let go just because it's cool now. I will not let go.
It's just a fun game series.
It is. I was very depressed as this when the Miles Edgeworth game came out. I did not like that one. Apollo Justice. Give me my Phoenix Wright.
You want to play
I want my Phoenix. I want him to the rebirth of the Phoenix is what I want to see.
I'm interested in this game because while I've never played any of the Phoenix Wright games, I want to give them a try.
I really think that they should re-release all of them for download for the 3DS store because a lot of people are. From what I've heard, this one's actually going to be a download only. I've been hearing that they're not going to bring cartridges stateside, and they're just going to go with the download for this.
Well, that's definitely a cost-effective way of getting the product overseas.
Well, the reason why is because Phoenix Wright still, even though it has exploded in popularity, still has a very limited audience. Not many people. It's not as big of a title as most people have.
It's a very niche crowd.
It's a niche, yeah. It's a niche crowd, and so from what I've been hearing, that they're just going to be doing a direct download straight to your DS. So I think that they should just do it for all of the games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have all of them on cartridge, but I'd probably still download them. To be honest with you, if the price was right, just to have them all in one condensed thing, so I don't have to fumble around looking for my cartridges. Plus the thing is, when you go back and play the cases again, the thing about the game is when you're doing all the stuff in the game, as you do it, the lettering is different if you've already done it. So I just kind of want to redo everything from the beginning.
Pikmin 3.
Not interested.
I know a lot of my friends who love the Pikmin games. I have never played any of the Pikmin games, so I am, of course, not interested. Plants vs. Zombies 2.
It's about time.
It's about time.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah, it's it's an iOS game.
Nah.
Throwing it out the window.
Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare, Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS.
Now this one shocked Dave.
Yes.
It didn't really, although I will, flying pen. I will admit though, the way they set this game up was hilarious. Yeah. They opened up the EA, this was during the EA conference, they opened up the EA conference with this game. And they opened up as if they were about to promote Battlefield 4. I hear the Battlefield 4 theme, I see the shimmering screen, my mind immediately goes, oh, it's Battlefield 4. So I immediately turn my brain off. And then I start seeing Plants vs. Zombies. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What is this?
It was very...
A Plants vs. Zombies game running on the Frostbite engine?
Yeah, it was quite a shock. Basically what ended up happening with that was, they just wanted to throw people off. And really,
they did. They succeeded at it.
I don't know what crowd they're trying to appeal to with this, but I hope that it works.
Well, I think during that same moment they announced Peggle 2, and that guy was so excited for Peggle 2. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And that's not even on our
it's not on the list. That's weird.
It's not even on the list.
Pokemon X and Y. You go. Go ahead.
3. It's literally, when I saw this game, I was literally like, okay, if I'm going to buy a 3DS, this is the game I buy a 3DS for.
Yes, definitely. In fact, when it comes out, we're going to be doing a Pokemon
we're going to do a Pokemon retrospective.
Everything. We're doing a full Pokemon day.
That's going to be a special episode. I don't think that's going to be a regular episode. We might make that a special.
I actually want to go and interview people who are waiting at the midnight show. The midnight release, I should say.
Oh, you know what? That will definitely be one of the things we do.
Yeah, because there's Pokemon has really transcended the generations at this point.
It is. I was watching the gameplay.
It should not still exist. It really shouldn't. It sells better now than it ever has.
It's on its what? 6th, 7th generation?
7th generation.
Sheesh. I'm watching the gameplay for this. I'm like, okay, it's a full 3D environment. They completely redid the combat system in terms of, the animations. It's no longer just a blank slate screen with Pokemon what like your Pokemon close to you and another Pokemon, it kind of looks like Pokemon Stadium now.
Yeah.
I loved Pokemon Stadium. I love the fact that they finally did that. And you know what you can do now? You can finally sit on benches. Screw the new Pokemon. Screw the new Legendaries. Screw the new Fairy type. You can sit on benches.
And this is why Brian has issues with energy and living life. He's excited to sit on a bench in a video game.
It was a funny internet joke. No, but I am seriously.
He's excited to sit on a fake bench with a fake person.
No, I am excited though. Like, there's a bunch of trailers. Like in the trailers, you saw that the Go-Go, right? The Pokemon where you can mount and ride around town.
Yes, I always wanted to mount a goat and ride it.
Okay then.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, how much more do we really need to say about Pokemon? People know it.
People know about
this game. Will sell like whatever sells hot. I worked in a bakery. Hotcakes don't sell.
Pierogies.
This will sell like pierogies.
And it comes out October 12th. So October 12th, we'll be at that midnight release interviewing people waiting for this game, see what they're excited for. And we'll be there as well picking up our copies. I will probably be picking up, unless I get a 3DS earlier, because there's a couple games on 3DS I want to try, like Fire Emblem and Monster Hunter 3.
Yeah.
So if I don't get my 3DS by then, I'm going to be saying I will take Pokemon XY and a 3DS. Thank you very much.
Okay, but now just to get, because we have to time manage here.
Yeah.
We can talk about Pokemon for hours. Project Cars, Project Spark, Project X Zone. No information.
Interested in information.
Interested in information. Puppeteer. This is the new 10, the next 10.
Yeah.
Puppeteer, Rain, Quantum Break, Rayman Legends, Rise of the Triad, Rise Son of Rome, Rune Factory 4, Sacred 3, Saints Row 4, Scribblenauts Unmasked.
Puppeteer, I think it's going to be a PS Move based game.
Yeah.
So,
no.
And I'm not a big fan of motion gaming, so not interested.
Also not a fan of motion myself, so I'm not interested.
Rain, I actually don't know anything about this game.
Interested in information.
Yeah, same.
Quantum Break.
What the hell is this game?
I don't know. I'm confused.
Someone out there listening know what this game is, because if you do, tell us.
After we couldn't figure it out last night, I went home and I tried to find more stuff on it, and I still have no idea what the hell this game is about. It's apparently about some sort of time shattering thing, but that's about it. That's all we know. We don't know anything about it. So I'm interested to see what it's about.
Yeah, I'm the same, but it's an Xbox One exclusive, so the chances of me buying it right now are pretty slim.
Rayman Legends.
I've never really been a big fan of the Rayman game, so not interested. Rise of the Triad. PC game. Not that interested.
Rise Sons of Rome. We talked about this yesterday.
I'm interested, but interested in a sense of, like, I pray to God it's not just, like, a constant stream of quick-time event combat.
I started out very interested, and as the trailer went on, I became uninterested.
Yeah.
I really did. It started out, I was on a high, and it just died. There was I was gone. By the end of the trailer, I was like, just get to the next game. This game's going to suck.
Rune Factory 4.
Not interested.
Sacred 3.
Not interested.
Same with Saints Row 4.
Sort of interested. Saw some gameplay footage. I'm not the biggest Saints Row guy.
Neither am I.
But from what I saw from the gameplay footage and what the developer was saying, sort of interested.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested too. Like, I've always been a fan of, like, the GTA style games, but more so like Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, stuff along that line. Saints Row, I've never really been a fan of it. I've tried them. I was like, no, not my cup of tea. Saints Row 4 I'm excited for because, well, you're playing the President of the United States.
Yeah, who's been taken hostage by aliens and probably anally probed.
More than likely.
Yeah.
One of the commenters on the chat room goes, Saints Row 2 was really fun. And you're right, it was fun.
I didn't hate the game. I'm just,
I didn't love it. It was the parts that I played were fun, but it just never. It was one of those things. I had trouble holding my interest with Saints Row because it was just so over the top silly.
Yeah.
That I was
can you name any other game where you
use a giant purple dildo sword?
GTA 3.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Yeah, there was a giant purple dildo sword in that too.
Well, it wasn't a giant purple dildo sword. It was just literally you're beating people to death with a dildo.
Well, there we go.
That's another one
That's always a great way to die, by death by dildo.
Death by, yeah.
Scribblenauts Unmasked. Very interested. Very, very interested.
I'm interested.
Yeah, Scribblenauts is very fun.
It is a fun game. I've always had fun. One of the commenters goes, "You spray houses with, can't say it," and then you just go poop.
With poop.
With poop.
With
spray
poop.
houses with poop.
Thank you, commenter. Thank you, commenter. you are the lifeblood, which runs through the veins of the
fun
show.
thing I have with Scribblenauts, of course, has always been like just creating God writing Cthulhu.
Yeah, Scribblenauts is really like one of those games like where the better your imagination, the better off you are.
Exactly. Like okay, I need to solve this puzzle. How am I going to solve it? God writing Cthulhu. It doesn't solve the problem at all, but it's freaking God writing Cthulhu. And then after that,
next list.
We go into the next bracket.
Next bracket.
Man,
this is a long list of games.
It is a long list of games. We've been going an hour already, and we are just on S's, and we still have...
Just go, Brian.
4 pages left.
Just go, please.
So the next bracket of 10, we have Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishment, Shin Megami Tensei 4, Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem. Okay, that's a shocker to me. Skylanders Swamp Force, Sonic the Lost World, South Park The Stick of Truth, Splinter Cell Blacklist, Star Wars Battlefront, Sunset Overdrive, and Super Mario 3D World. So let's start off with Sherlock Holmes.
Movie game, not interested.
Shin Megami Tensei 4.
Interested. I love Shin Megami Tensei. Especially Digital Devil Saga. That was my favorite one. Mm-hmm. I was very into Digital Devil Saga.
Have you tried any? No.
I played Nocturne. I played Devil Summoner. I did play Persona once. Persona 1 and 2 back in the day. I never played Persona 3.
Shin Megami Tensei, I'm interested in. Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem, that kind of took me as a shock because it's a crossover, and I'm like, you know what? This game seems interesting. I want to see what they do with this game.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Like, are they going to make it like a Fire Emblem style game, or more like RPG with Fire Emblem characters?
Skylanders Swap Force.
My nephews are going to be interested.
Yeah,
in
I know your nephew is going to definitely talk much, like chew my ear off about this.
I better. My nephew loves Skylanders. He loves it so much. He's pretty much got everything.
Yeah, he's going to chew my ear off. It's just going to be gnawing on my ear about Skylanders. But Sonic the Lost World, I've been hearing good things about this.
I've been hearing okay things about this, but at the same time, it's Sonic, and I have always said Sonic started sucking after Sonic Adventures. Sonic games have lost interest to me. A lot of my friends have Sonic games.
Sonic, I mean, I'm interested because it's Sonic. You know, basically, that's the way I look at it. South Park: The Stick of Truth.
I am very excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it because it's South Park, and everything they touch is hilarious.
Remember the South Park game on the Nintendo 64?
Me and my brother still play that to this day.
It's so much fun.
There's nothing funnier than throwing fart grenades shaped like Terrence and Phillip.
Oh my god! It was pretty much GoldenEye in South Park.
Yeah, it was great. That game was awesome. And if this is anything, I don't know, it's also made by Obsidian, so it may be buggy.
It may be
but
buggy,
Obsidian does still make good games.
It's kind of like a turn-based RPG game.
Yeah.
Now I know Dave has said yesterday he's not a fan of menu-based RPGs.
Yeah.
Not turn-based, menu-based. They're two totally different animals. However, if you guys are interested in, like I said, if you guys are interested in any of the games that we've listed, want to go back and talk about one we've passed over, talked about, call into the station, get in on the chat room, email us directly, get to our Twitter, get to our Facebook. Get in contact with us any way you can, and we will talk about these games until we are blue in the face.
All right, pretty blue in the face. I'm exhausted. I'm fading. Fading dead.
So now we get into one of Dave's top games that are coming out, Splinter Cell Blacklist.
Oh, yes, Splinter Cell Blacklist. I mean, Splinter Cell is a series that's been just getting better as it goes along.
I've kind of said that I feel like they've been on the fence. I mean, their games have mostly been on the good side.
Yeah.
But none of them have really, just blown me out of the water and said, oh my god, this game is freaking awesome.
I was just interested in this, and then Dave bumped me up to really interested.
Same with me. I'm definitely going to pick this game up. Next is one of my all-time favorite reveals of this past E3. Star Wars Battlefront. Oh my god, I cannot be any more excited for this game. It is a day one buy for me on my computer.
I agree.
Hands down.
Definitely.
Hands down, a day one buy. Next up is Sunset Overdrive, the very colorful zombie shooter.
Interested.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested too. I want to see a little bit more about this game before I say, okay, I'm going to get this game or I'm going to totally ignore it. Chances are I'll totally ignore it right now because it's Xbox One and, well, I've pretty much made my stand.
Yeah. Super Mario World 3D.
It's Super Mario.
It's Super Mario 3D. I mean,
where can you go wrong?
Interested. Super Smash Brothers Wii U.
Oh, I think we're in the next.
Oh, we're in the next bracket. Super Smash Brothers Wii U, Super Time Force, Tales of Xillia, Tearaway, the Bureau, XCOM Declassified, The Crew, The Evil Within, The Last of Us. We don't really need to.
We don't need to cover Last of Us because we're going to review it by Friday.
The Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds, Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker HD, and The Order 1886.
Okay. Smash Brothers Wii U. Holy crap. Did my Facebook blow up when this game was announced. And it only blew up for one reason, and one reason only.
Jump and shoot. Blue Bomber's back.
Exactly. Mega Man is the guest character in Smash Brothers Wii U. Now, whether he'll be in the Smash Brothers DS game, I don't know.
Did you see the picture where they snapped it Mega Man sack punching Mario?
Yes.
It's a great picture.
That is a great picture.
You just go bong and Mario. Oh my.
But yeah, Mega Man is pretty much the one that blew up my Facebook. The other two characters they announced so far were the villager from Animal Crossing.
And this one's hilarious. And the
Wii Fit trainer
woman, whatever you want to call her. She is. I don't know how that's even gonna work.
I don't know, but she's obviously.
It doesn't matter.
She's obviously gonna get the Smash Brothers characters into shape.
Yes, because they're all out of shape, all of them.
Yes, they are all.
Yeah.
They're all.
But basically, every Smash Brothers game's had some sort of funny character, and this is just their funny character.
Yeah. I mean, in Brawl, I think the funny character was
Rob was the funny character, that one.
Melee, they didn't really have one, as far as I know. It was
Peach.
the Ice Climbers.
No, Peach.
It was Peach?
Peach was really the funny character. She says, come on, she hit people with frying pans.
And turnips.
And turnips. So she was the funny character.
No. She used Toad to
take her hits. To take her hits for. Yeah, she was the joke character in that one.
And then, they also announced that's coming to 3DS. That is interesting that they're bringing it to both consoles. It took them.
From what I actually heard that they're going to be doing for the console one, the levels are going to be all based on console games. So, for instance, the Zelda Link level will be more based on Ocarina of Time, whereas the Zelda Link level for the 3DS version might be more based on A Link to the Past.
Hold that thought. We'll get to the Link to the Past in a minute. Yeah. Next is Super Time Force, which is
I don't even know what that is.
Neither do I, so that's a not interested or interested in information either way.
Tales of Xillia.
Well, I think it's pronounced Tales of Exilia. And I'm actually interested in this game.
I'm not interested.
Mainly because it falls into the same line as the Tales of Symphonia game.
Yeah, I never liked those.
Fair enough. Where you did not like them, I enjoyed some of them.
Yeah,
so I'm actually interested in this.
No, I'm not in the slightest.
Tearaway, I think this is one of those independent games.
Yeah, it probably is.
So
I'm liking that zone. I'm interested to see basically where all the independent games go for Sony and their how that's
and their model.
I'm interested.
Next is the Bureau XCOM Declassified.
Very interested.
I'm interested, not very interested. I'm just interested.
Very interested. I loved XCOM.
Well, I loved XCOM Enemy Unknown as well.
And I saw the gameplay footage. This looks really awesome.
I'm still interested because I don't know. There's something about this game is giving me a bad vibe. I feel like this game may underimpress everyone.
Underimpress. Okay. The Crew.
I think that's a racing game.
No interest.
No interest.
The Evil Within.
Take it away.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Thank you, Rocco. I did not know Rocco had joined the show.
Mrs. Bighead? But
How dare you!
I'm very, very interested in it simply because people have heard me talk about the direct involvement from the original director of Resident Evil.
Shinji Mikami, if I
Mikami.
remember his name correct.
Yes. And I just didn't want to throw a name out there if nobody knew what that was. But I've seen it. It
looks creepy as hell.
And that's what I love about it.
It looks creepy as hell. Like, your character is upside down. I'm like, what the hell?
Upside down, hanging like a
yeah,
hanging like a cow that's about to be skinned.
And then they open up.
I love every minute of it.
The hallway, and then the guy starts chasing him. I feel like this game might be like kind of Silent Hill-esque.
It's got some Silent Hill in it.
So, did he do Silent Hill?
No, he didn't do it, but he's definitely using the original Silent Hill as a basis for the creepiness factor.
Which the first Silent Hill scared the hell out of me.
And you know me, I have such a dark mind.
You do. You have a dark mind, and it's hard to scare you.
I'm pretty messed up, and I don't get scared very easily.
You don't get scared easily.
No, I don't. And I'm looking to unlock that darkness a little bit.
Last of Us we've already covered.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it.
We're going to review that Friday.
We have a review for you guys coming up.
Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds.
Well, hold on, time out. Someone said the Silent Hill hasn't been good in a while, and I do agree with that. I do agree with Silent Hill has not been good for a while, but when I say that it looks like it has some Silent Hill DNA in it, I mean original Silent Hill, first Silent Hill. I'm not talking about
Pyramid Head was just.
Well, Silent Hill 2 was Pyramid Head, but like those two, like the early. Now I'm not talking about like Silent Hill 4, The Room, like when it was bad. I'm talking about.
Room.
No, not the Room. I don't really want not that Room, Brian. I can't.
But The Room. It's such a good movie. Not really.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Johnny.
But yeah, I'm talking when I say that I'm talking about the good Silent Hill games, the ones that made you question your bladder control.
It did make me question mine. Mine were pretty much answered.
Yeah, Brian just wet his pants immediately.
I plead the fifth.
The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, spiritual sequel to A Link to the Past, 3DS Direct.
Very excited.
3DS Direct exclusive. Very excited for that. The Wind Waker HD remake. Interested, not very interested. Already played it.
Same. I already played it on my GameCube.
Yeah.
It was a fun game. I just don't know what more they're going to add. It's just, in my opinion, it's just a graphical update.
Yep. Which is kind of silly for a game that's supposed to be cell-shaded. But, and the Order 1886, we spoke about this.
We spoke about this yesterday.
Dave was not impressed. He was not impressed by
No, he was not. If you want to hear our opinions on that one, go back and listen. Our previous episode is available for downloading or on our browser to listen to. So go ahead and listen to that. We pretty much gave all our thoughts on some of those.
I'm very interested in it.
I like the steampunk stuff. You've seen my one pair of sunglasses.
I have seen my one pair of sunglasses. They're pretty awesome.
If I could afford to steampunk out a little bit more, I would.
Order 1886. I'm interested.
Yes. So
Witcher. Next bracket we get into.
Okay, I got this. You can get this.
I'll get this one. We start off with Witcher 3. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. The Witness. The Wolf Among Us. The Wonderful 101. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Tekken Revolution. Thief. Time and Eternity. Titanfall. And Tom Clancy's The Division.
So basically, The Witcher, we went over that one yesterday. I didn't play the first two, so I'm not really that interested.
I am very interested for Witcher 3 because it is a completely different animal compared to Witcher 2. Witcher 2 was kind of more linear. Witcher 3 is a full-on open world, kind of like Skyrim.
Yeah, definitely.
Many shenanigans.
Evil shenanigans.
Really good shenanigans.
The Witness, I didn't see anything for that.
The Witness was that game they showed during the original PS4 reveal back in February.
Oh, yeah.
It was the independent game by Jonathan Blow.
Yeah, that interested.
I'll give it an interested. Wolf Among Us, I know about.
Tell me a little bit
about it.
The
Wolf Among Us, it's Telltale Games. It's based off this comic series by the same name. Where you're playing at, like, the fairy, pretty much take all the fairy tale characters that you know, like the Big Bad Wolf, the Three Little Kids, Little Red Riding Hood, all of them.
The Kigs?
Three Little Kids. Not
Pigs?
The Three Little Pigs. Take all of them. Their world was completely destroyed. And in order to escape the destruction, they escaped into our world. And they are now living in this one little section of New York. I forget the name of the section.
The East Village.
Actually, I think it is the East Village.
Wouldn't be shocked.
I think it is the East Village that they're living in.
You know, you could probably find people in the East Village that are dressed like that right now.
And you're playing as the Big Bad Wolf, who kind of goes away from his evil ways and becomes a cop.
Yeah.
And you're kind of investigating a series of cases and stuff like that. It's actually a really interesting game. I'm interested in this game.
You know, after you explained it, I'm interested.
It's a really cool. It's based off a comic. I forget the name of the comic, but it has great promise.
The Wonderful 101. Not interested.
Sounds like a 101 Dalmatians game.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. There hasn't been a good Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games in over a decade.
Yeah.
So I'm not interested.
Not interested. Well, Tekken Revolution, I'm not interested.
Was Tekken Revolution the one that was like a free download, but you can only play like a training montage or whatever?
I think.
If that's the case, then I'm not interested. I have to do a little bit more.
I have to look that up too.
I'm fairly certain that that's what it was, because that was the only thing that Tekken did for that. It was basically just a free to play training mode.
Yeah.
So I'm not interested in that in the slightest. There's training mode on the Tekken games already.
Thief.
Very interested.
Same.
Thief.
Dave kind of is the one that sold me on the game.
Yeah, I love how you point to somebody who's not sitting here. But anyway.
You know how I tend to talk my hands sometimes.
Yeah. The Thief is definitely. I'm very interested.
Time and Eternity. Not interested because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I didn't see anything for that. Titanfall. You can't even. We don't have enough time left. We only have a half hour left on our stream. So Titanfall we talked about ad nauseum yesterday.
Oh yeah, if you want to hear about our thoughts on Titanfall, go listen to yesterday's part one of our day one of our special. Yeah. And hear about that. Same thing with Tom Clancy's The Division.
Yes, we also did the same thing.
We went ad nauseum on Tom Clancy's The Division.
Very interested in both.
Completely very interested in both. The next bracket we have
Total War Rome 2, Transistor, Trials Frontier, Trials Fusion, Until Dawn, Valhalla Knights 3, Watch Dogs, We Fit You, Wii U Party.
All right. Starting off with Total War Rome 2.
You were big into
Very excited for this game. I am supremely excited for this game. I am a huge fan of the Total War franchise. My favorite of the games is Rome Total War 2, then Empire Total War, followed by Shogun 2 Total War.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to go.
I'll have to
go and play these because I don't really.
They're available on Steam, or you could probably find them for cheap on Steam right now. But if I were to recommend the ones, those are the three I highly recommend. Number one being Rome Total War. These games are so much fun. It is so much fun to just go around like the world known to at the time, and as a Roman Empire and kill everyone. Or you can play as the Greeks, or the Saxons, or the Gauls.
And you could just lose to Rome.
Or Egypt. Or lose to Rome, or actually conquer Rome if you play it right. It's possible.
Can I be the Vandals? Is that possible?
Yeah, actually,
you can be the Vandals. Because there is nothing cooler than the Vandals. When the word for destroying property becomes synonymous with your clan, that's the people I want to play as.
I think you can play as the.
If you can play as the Vandals, I'd like to be.
I think you can play as the Vandals or one of their offshoots.
Well, I'd like to play as the Vandals, or maybe possibly the. Definitely the Vandals. I definitely want to play as the Vandals.
If not in Rome Total War, then in the expansion Barbarian Invasion, that would be more likely where you be the Vandals.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense. Transistor. I saw something about this. It didn't impress me. It didn't stand out to me.
Trials Frontier and Trials Fusion, I feel like we can group together because one's a mobile game, the other is the console version.
Yeah, and Trials, it's just a racing game.
It's a racing game, and I'm not a racing game guy.
Until Dawn, saw something for that. It seems like one of those games that could kind of sneak in at the end of the PS3, and sort of interested in it. It was like a swan song kind of game.
Yeah.
Valhalla Knights 3.
I'm not interested because
it's a Vita exclusive. I'm not interested. Watch Dogs.
We talked ad nauseum about it.
Very interested. Looks very good.
I am extremely excited for this game.
It's a cyberpunk universe. You basically can hack anything you want.
You can even steal people's identities, access their bank accounts, steal their money. It's a super fun game. It's
like a GTA world where you are really good with computers.
Yes.
And I'm very interested in that.
Yes.
We Fit You, Wii U Party. Don't care.
And the final bracket to bring it in.
Wolfenstein: The New Order, X, East, Memories of Celestia, Yaiba, Ninja Gaiden Z, Yarn Yoshi Island, Yoshi's New Island. He's bought a new island.
He moved.
Young Justice Legacy, and Zumba Fitness World Party.
Okay, Wolfenstein: The New Order. Very excited about this game.
I have to look at more gameplay footage. I'm interested, but I need to see a little bit more.
I've seen a decent amount of gameplay footage, but I'm super excited for this game. It's Bethesda's. I don't know if they developed it or if they're just publishing it.
They're just publishing it because it's the developer's Machine Games.
Okay. So I'm pretty excited for that game. I can't wait to see what they do with it. I hope it comes out this year. If I get it, probably PC.
Yeah, I would go with the PC with that. Wolfenstein was always it was PC. Next is X from Monolith for the Wii U. I didn't watch the Nintendo Direct panel.
I didn't watch it either.
So I didn't see anything for this. I only picked and chose the things that I already knew I was interested in for Nintendo.
Same.
So I'd have to look up more about this, but I don't think I'm going to be interested.
Yeast Memories of Salsetta.
It's East. Yeah.
East Memories of
Salsetta. There was East Ulterior Iris. Do you remember that game?
Actually, no, I don't.
That was like the first in that series. It was pretty decent RPG. But a Vita game. Anything that's Vita exclusive it just knocks it down for me, so I'm not interested.
Yeah, Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z.
I like Ninja Gaiden, but I
I feel like the series is kind of stagnating itself.
It's losing steam fast. It's not, and I'm like the last Ninja Gaiden, Razor's Edge 3. Mm-hmm. Not like the first one, Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden Sigma, great. Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, not as great but still good. Ninja Gaiden 3 and Razor's Edge, it was passable. Yeah. It was passable. So I'm assuming that this is probably going to be another one of those passable games.
Yeah.
I'll probably play it, but I'm not going to pay full price for it.
Yarn Yoshi and Yoshi's New Island.
Yoshi's New Island, I'm interested in. I like Yoshi's Island.
Okay.
Yarn Yoshi, not so much.
Yeah, I'm kind of uninterested in either of those. Young Justice Legacy.
Kind of surprised they're making a game out of Young Justice. It's a cartoon that hasn't really taken off.
I think they actually canceled it.
Yeah, I think it was canceled after 2 seasons. I'm really shocked that they made a video game out of it. But yeah, I'm interested.
I'll buy it.
I won't buy it, but I'm interested.
I want to see more of it. And then Zumba Fitness World Party.
Oh, you know it, Brian.
I know you're into that Zumba.
I love
stuff.
Zumba.
I could care less about Zumba. So that pretty much brings everything in terms of like all the new games of E3 announced this year.
That was a much longer list than I was expecting.
I was expecting not that long of a list, but that was a lot of games.
So now we have a top 5 for you here. It's our top 5 things we want announced
next year.
Next year's E3. Brian, you want me to go first? Or do you want?
Yeah, you go first today.
And what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say you go first.
No, you were gonna say something.
Well, I was gonna say that we had Dave go first. That I went first yesterday, so it's obviously better that you go first today. To be fair. And
we still have plenty of time, guys. If anybody wants to call in.
Yeah, if you guys want to call in, the phone number is 347-327-9451. Give us your thoughts on any of the games we've already talked about, or if you want to give your top 5 on games of E3 this year or next year, or games you want to see next year, feel free to give them to us. We'll be happy to listen.
Now, as for my list, here we go.
All right.
Coming at number 5, a game I know for a fact won't get announced, and I wanted this game for years. I've just given up officially. PsyOps 2, quite possibly the to anybody who played PsyOps 1,
I did.
At this point, I'm gonna the end is. It says to be continued, and they never made a second game.
I think this game is in permanent development.
I never was even in development. They don't even.
That's how far in development hell it is. It hasn't even made it past the we want to make this game stage.
It's in level 9 development hell.
Yes.
Number 4, Xenosaga HD Collection, HD Remix, whatever you want to call it. I really like the Xenosaga games. But collecting them is really annoying.
Now they made they don't have Xenosaga anymore. They have Xenoblade.
Yeah, but I want Xenosaga. I want Xenosaga in a collection so that way I can play all 3 of them from one disc. Number 3, The Last Guardian. This game has been in development hell for a while.
It's on hiatus.
It's on hiatus.
That's about as development hell as you can get.
It's in the same universe as Ico and Shadow of the Colossus.
Some of the greatest games that come out of the PS2.
The best games of the PS2 era, and hopefully they'll get through these problems. Number 2, a freaking Pokemon MMORPG. What the hell? Why has there not been one of these yet?
You have to explain this one. Why do you want this?
Because it makes no sense for there to not be an MMO Pokemon game. It makes literally no sense for there to not be a way for us to collect Pokemon on the internet and raise them and play with other people, move around, do all the quests, go to any gyms we want, go to the areas that we want. Huge world. They have all the different lands. Go to the different lands, qualify for the different things. The Elite Four could be the top 4 people in the world at the game at the time. You can have all these things.
And it's constantly
evolving game. Legendary Pokemon as your raid bosses. Team Pokemon is sitting on a gold mine that they don't even realize.
Game Freak, the development company is Game Freak. Now, here's the good question in terms of the Pokemon MMO. We'll save some of this discussion for our Pokemon retrospective later on in the year. If you were to pick the setting, would you do it based off the actual games or more off the TV series?
I think I'd go more off the TV series because the games are the games, but the thing is about the TV series is that they follow a slightly different rule set, whereas like not many, nobody catches legendaries, so making them raid bosses would make sense.
Makes sense, yeah.
You know, and stuff like that, and just having like basically the ability to do a lot of the things that are in the show that aren't in the games would be interesting, and also having like Officer Jenny running around and running into Brock, would be
pretty cool.
Stuff like
Gary Oak.
Gary Oak, you must respect his girth.
You have to respect that.
You have to respect his girth. And my number one on my list, this is no shocker to anybody who knows me, Fallout 4. Fallout 4's got to... I don't even need to say anything. Fallout 4.
Fallout 4.
Fallout 4.
All right. So, yeah, Fallout 4 is self-explanatory. Here comes mine. Let me find my list. I lost my list. Here we go. All right. Top 5 games for me for next year's E3. Number 1, this is in no particular order. These all take high priority on my list. Number 1, Star Citizen. I am super excited for this game. If you don't know what Star Citizen is, the simplest way I can explain it is, okay, this game is being developed by Chris Roberts, who has done games such as the Wing Commander franchise back in the PS1 days. Some of the best full motion video games out there. He's also done, I think he's also done Privateer and Freelancer. So those are other really great space sim games. This is an amazing space sim game. And the nice thing about this game, 100% of its funding has been through crowdsourcing. Now, not all through Kickstarter. Most of it has come through Roberts' own website, but like 2 or 3 million of it has come through Kickstarter. And so far the game has raised $10 million. It's still being improved. It's still being developed. The game is supposed to come out next year. Now, I'm saying this is one of my top 5 games for E3 based on the fact that it doesn't get released before E3. If it gets released before E3, oh God, I'm going to be on that game for like weeks at a time. Next game on my list is Cyberpunk 2077. Now, this is the other game being developed by CD Projekt Red. It's based off of a tabletop RP of a similar name. I would think it was Cyberpunk 2050 or something. I forget the name of it.
I don't remember the number, but yeah, I know that.
It's based off of a tabletop RP, and Dave said yesterday that he's a big fan of Cyberpunk. I'm expecting him, like if he were to have his top 5, I'm sure this would be on that list as well.
It's unfortunate he's not here, Dave.
Dave, stop being a tire.
Stop being tired.
I could not be any more excited for this game. Like, that teaser trailer piqued my interest on this. And, my God, I want to see actual gameplay of this. Next up, like you, is The Last Guardian. I want to see this game. I want to see Last Guardian. I want to play this game. It has been in development hell for so long. I want to see why.
It was supposed to come out like 2 years ago.
Longer.
2 or 3 years ago.
It was supposed to be a launch title for the PS3.
No, I wasn't supposed to.
Okay, it was supposed to come out like.
It was supposed to come like mid.
Like early mid cycle.
Like 3 years ago.
Next up, I want to see some more Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay. Not really a game. This is more gameplay. I want to see more gameplay of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, I can agree with you there. I want to see that game come out because you owe me $20 when it does.
I'm sticking to my bet. 2016.
I won't forget it.
2016 is my expected launch year for Kingdom Hearts 3. And the last game, I share it with Russ, Fallout 4. I love the Fallout franchise. My favorite being Fallout 3. Yours probably being New Vegas?
No, Fallout 3 definitely. But New Vegas, I hold New Vegas to much higher esteem than most people do.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of New Vegas, but Fallout 4, I want to see. There were rumors circling months ago that Bethesda had scouts in the New England area, like Boston, Connecticut area. So I'm expecting that game to be set in the New England district, like maybe Boston, Stanford, Lexington, Concord.
Yes, Boston should be bombed.
That spot. Well, bombed? No.
Well,
sure.
Boston and all of it.
I'm not saying it should be now. I'm just saying in the game setting to save my ass. But I am really excited for that game. I hope they announce it next year. If it comes out next year as well,
you won't.
I won't see you for a week.
No one will see me.
No one will see you for. I don't think your job will see you.
Nobody will see me. I'll fail classes if I'm taking classes. I'll fail them. I'd like to make an honorable mention that this was one that almost made my list. They need to come out with a Wii U Zelda game like yesterday. Like they need to announce something next year for that to save the Wii U from itself. So they need to have like a full on Zelda, not a remake, not a 3DS title, a Wii U game Zelda that is in the main series, and that needs to happen.
I'll agree with you there. You know what? There's one honorable mention I can give. I forget the name all of a sudden. Damn it, brain farts.
You know what? I just thought of another one. I want a real Star Fox freaking game.
Yeah, another game like Star Fox.
In fact, I'm making it Russ's top 6, and number 1A is real Star Fox.
You know what? I'm gonna add on that. While the Star Wars Battlefront teaser did really get me jumping, oh my god, I want to see gameplay of it. I want to see how DICE makes this game. Chances are it'll be like the simplest way to do it would just take everything that you take in Battlefield 4 and instead of making it the modern combat setting, put it in the Star Wars universe and give me space battles. You damn well better give me space battles in this. You didn't put them in Battlefront 1. Battlefront 2 is my all-time favorite Battlefront game. Because those space battles.
You have a choice of 2 games, and you pick your all-time favorite based on it. I didn't like the first one because there was no space battles. They didn't give it to me. So my all-time favorite is 2, as opposed
Well, it's also one of my all-time favorite games. I could sit down and play that game for hours.
I did like the hero system, too, in the second
The hero
one.
system was nice.
The hero system was cool. Like, it's kill streaks.
If they bring all that stuff back or tweak it a little bit, I'll be happy. But either way, it's a new Battlefront. I want that.
But yeah, that's basically what we got for that.
That's basically what we got for today. Like we technically have a little bit more time left, so if you guys just want to quickly call in and give like brief thoughts, get into the chat room, give some thoughts, call into the station. I'll give some time to of course plug everything again. You can follow us on Facebook at Game Nation, Facebook.com/GameNationRadio, Twitter.com/GameNationRadio. You can email the show directly your questions, comments, concerns, suggestions for games for us to review in his retro room, games for us to play to review, anything like that. Email us at GameNationRadio@gmail.com. Be sure to follow us on the Twitter and Facebook or Google+. We have a Google+. It's at Game Nation Radio. So you have several ways to get in contact with us. You call into the station, get in on our chat room. So many ways to get in contact with us.
And little announcement too. We this upcoming Friday is going to be our last Friday afternoon episode. We're going to be looking to change our time.
Yeah. So
to be more accommodating. I'm tired.
Accommodating to our fans.
I'm sleepy.
So chances are, this Friday may be our last Friday episode. After that,
it's not going to be necessarily our last Friday episode, but it will be our last Friday afternoon episode. And basically, we're going to be looking at our numbers from these 2 specials, decide whether Saturday or Sunday works, or maybe a Friday night, and we will be telling you this upcoming Friday what day works best, what day seemed to work best for people to listen to us, and then we'll go from there.
Hope to see you guys then. But this is the end of our very first E3 special. Mm-hmm. I think we did an amazing job.
I don't like to give myself a grade.
I'm not giving us a grade. I'm just saying we did a damn good job.
That's giving yourself a grade, Brian.
Whatever. Take care, everyone. We'll see you Friday for our regular episode where we go back to Formula.
Yes, Formula.
This is it, the